Hello, my name is Andrea and I welcome you to Inner Circle in Astrology. Today I would like to talk about the sign of Aries, which is the first sign of the Zodiac. But before that, I feel I need to make a summary of the first two videos, a brief summary, because as astrology is a sacred language, we need to revisit certain concepts in order to understand them better, in order to have time to understand them better. And this understanding does not really just come from the mind, it also comes from other parts of ourselves, like, for example, our intuition. So, what did I talk about in the first video? I described what a natal chart is. And I said it's a mandala of energy. Every person has a different natal chart. Every natal chart is unique. And what it shows is the energy imprint a person comes to in this life. I also talked about different parts of this energetic system, like different energies within it that group together according to affinity, and that we tend to identify with one part of it and deny or reject the others. Something else I would like to add in reference to this is that these rejected energies do not disappear from the person's life. They're still there, they're unconscious. So they find their way through people or events that come to our life to show the person this energy that is neglected. So, for example, if a person believes that she is very sensitive and very cares a lot about feelings and that has emotional relationships with people and life in general, but has another aspect in her mandala showing that there is a lot of power, initiative, desire, manifestation, expression also in herself. She will, feel that this energy is like aggressive. So when people and events come to her life with this energy, she will not like them because she is standing in another part of her chart. The function of these people and events bringing parts of herself into awareness is that to make the person aware of these of her shadow, of her unconscious energies that are still within her. The second video had to do with the elements in astrology and the balance of elements in a natal chart. We described fire as an energy of initiative, beginnings, desire, confidence, enthusiasm. Earth as an element that has an energy of realism, stability. It has to do with the tangible world and the world of form. The air element that has to do with the mental plane, ideas, connecting ideas, expressing them through language. And the element of water that has to do with the world of emotions, feelings, silence, as opposed to the use of words, communicating with life, with people and life in at a deeper level, beyond words. So now I feel we are ready to make contact with the energy of Aries. If we had more time, we would try to come into contact with this energy through a visualization or a poem or some music, but it will take too long. So I've made this board where I can show you the symbol for Aries. It's the sign number 1. Now the number 1 has to do with creativity. It's a fire sign, and the ruling planet is Mars. It's a male sign as well. There are female and male signs in the zodiac, and Aries is male. I also included this other symbol, which is Libra. Why? Because Aries and Libra are complementary opposites. So they form part of un eje, that is a polarity. They form part of a polarity that has a synthesis. We will see that later. So Aries as an energy, it has to do with an explosion. Aries is an explosion of energy. It's the manifestation of energy without, I wouldn't write shape here, I did, but I would say form. It's the manifestation of energy without form. It's also pure desire. It's not desire of something in particular. It's just desire for desire itself. It's the expression of that desire. It's the liberation of energy. It has to do with the liberation of energy with action, decision. And reality for Aries is the manifestation of my desire. What does that mean? That in Aries, there is no consciousness from the energy point of view. There is no consciousness of another one. That's why Libra is the complementary opposite, because, for example, Aries has a desire, and Libra says, but wait, why don't we come to an agreement, see what we want together, figure it out? Well, as Libra is talking, Aries has already started moving, because Aries has to manifest the desire it represents. It's not that he doesn't care about Libra. It's not that there is consciousness of Libra. There is just this need to express itself. If Aries stops and talks to Libra about what we want, as opposed to what I want, it's not Aries anymore. It loses power. It loses momentum. So that is Aries. Action, decision, reality is the manifestation of his desire. That's why it's also number 1, whereas Libra is number 7. It has to do with the other. It's a we energy, as opposed to Aries, that is an I energy. A power of being, that's another good description of the energy of Aries. And spontaneity. Aries is spontaneous. He doesn't stop to think about what he wants or what he's going to do. He just goes for it. Um, so the people from with a sun in Aries, for example, are going to be very confident. They're going to be people who start things very easily. People who may be a little unilateral, as I was explaining to you. He's not, this person, he or she is not going to. His first movement is not to stop and reach a consensus with other people. They just go for what they want. Of course, this does not mean that Aries, people who have a sun in Aries or a lot of Aries in their charts, are not going to be able to learn to, talk to other people and reach agreements or relate with others. But the movement of their energy is expression, more than expression, manifestation of energy, manifestation of desire. So for Aries, it's going to be their a job in their life to stop and take others into consideration. It's not that they are selfish or that they don't care. It's that the energy has to do with this moment, the moment of beginning, of getting into action, moved by desire. So, well, this is again very brief. Aries and all the signs and everything in astrology deserves much more, but it's a little thing that I want to share because many people are interested, and for many people, this is like a beginning into astrology, a beginning into a path of astrology. So I hope that you have liked it, and hopefully in our next video we're going to talk about Taurus, which is the second sign of the zodiac. We'll go back a little bit and review Aries, and then go forward and contact the energy of Taurus that has to do with stability, with stabilizing this energetic impulse that Aries started. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next time, hopefully.